All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Rigatoni. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. And let's get right into the video. This is going to be a should you summon for oh god, what are their names? Miguel and Ragnarok Merlin. So if you don't know, this is the banner. It is going to be having Brunhild or Brunhilder, however you want to pronounce it. Brunhild on global, Brunhilder on JP. Ragnarok Diane, SSR Green Liz, Tank Green Diane, Red Gloxinia, Red Gother, one of the Lilias, which all of them are unmeta, so it doesn't really matter. Ludo, which I believe that's the OG Ludo. Gurhid, and one of the old Arthurs, so it's really bad Arthur no matter what. I think it's the blue one. I could be wrong, but yeah, so overall it's a pretty decent banner. Like, there's a lot of met and some decent units in there, and the main one I want to point out is Brunhilder. She is probably the main prize on this entire banner, but she's not guaranteed at 600 gems. She's not rated up whatsoever on the banner. The only two units that are rated up are Magurta and Merlin, which is quite unfortunate. I don't know if it's at 0.5%. I assume it is, since all the other past few banners have been at 0.5%. But, they could be a little funky with it, So you never know. Now, I guess we can just go over the kits and try to just say if we should summon or not. It's going to be a fairly quick and simple video. I'm just going to say it right now. I am not going to be summoning, but that does not mean if you should summon or not. I have Brunhild. I also just want to save for the next Fest unit, okay? I understand I could make content on these units, but I don't have enough resources to actually max them out, use them on bird, which is what the other unit is meant to be. This Merlin looks like a PvP unit. The other unit looks like a bird killing unit, especially because their passive only works for the demotic beast is what it looks like. And I don't want to give them UR gear, SA6, level 90, get their cosmetics, even though you probably don't really need cosmetics, but it's just too much to invest on the account that I genuinely am only using for showcasing the newer units in the game. So I'm probably going to be saving for the Fest unit when it drops, the Holy War Fest unit. It'll probably be more hype, it'll probably be more cooler, and I'll probably have to go to 900 gems to get them anyways, so I might as well just start saving, so that way I don't have to spend money in this game. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. If you guys feel the same, you obviously don't have to summon. Let me know down below if you will. But let's just go over Merlin's translated kit. Some of it could be slightly off because it could be Rust translations, but it's whatever. So she's unknown. She is a green unit, which you have to remember, which is very unfortunate. But she increases damage dealt from shock by 25% to all enemies and increases damage dealt by 20% as long as the debuff is active. So you have to have shock debuff. It's not any debuff, it has to be shock. So, you don't have a shock card, then she is basically useless, it seems. She has a shock card that deals 215% damage to all enemies and applies shock for 4 turns. Shock deals additional 45% damage at the end of every turn. So not bad, especially with her passive proccing, it could actually be a pretty good card. But the problem, you would just run into the same old Margaret Cleanse team, a Purgatory Bond, something along those lines that just absolutely obliterates you. Like, yes, you could run Fest Gother, you get really good RNG, but at that point, why not just run the regular Merlin, which does more damage just based off her overall HP. She attacks seals. She can ult gauge seal if she uses 3 cards. She does more damage most likely, and she has an attack card and a debuff card. So that way, if you get debuff sealed, you can still use a card. You get attack sealed, you can still use a card because she has the dissolve. This Merlin is basically just here for looks, in my opinion. Like, she looks hot. She is hot. I will not lie. I love her outfits, but other than that, I don't think it's that great. If you go into the other card, reduces a single, that's the key word here, a single target enemy's defense-related stats by 50% and prevents the use of attack skills for 3 turns. at rank 3, but you're probably not going to be using a red Gother or a green Gother to get the rank 3, so it'll be very unlikely for you to get it unless, you know, you're facing a really bad player, and maybe you'll get it. But the main thing is it's single target. I wish it was like maybe 20% defense related stats, and I guess AoE attack seal would probably be pretty busted. But you know, in AoE, defense related stat down, and then you can attack seal a certain unit. I guess that would probably be more balanced. But I mean, like AoE attack seal has been a thing since Red Gother, so I don't see why you couldn't do it. And the other Merlin AoE attack seals as well. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see this card being that great, especially because there's no way to remove buffs. There's no way to remove stances. So the Arthur, the Twigo team, a Droll, they'll all just like hide behind a little taunt and just not allow you to attack steal their main unit. And I mean, if they're using the Droll team, they'll probably just cleanse anyways. So it's not that great. Now the ultimate actually hits insanely hard at 6 out of 6 because it reduces all HP related stats by 30% for 3 turns and deals 600% damage, and it only goes for 2 turns and 400% at 1 out of 6. I think it goes up a little bit for every 3 dupes, I think. I can't quite remember, but either way, it's still a very nice ultimate, but that's about it. But the other Merlin still does more damage anyways because of her passive, so I think that Merlin is better. And now let's go down to the main attraction, Miguelda, Valkyrie Miguelda. She is an unknown unit, so you cannot run Green Gother passive with her. So it's going to be very annoying to try to actually get the damage off. But, you know, maybe with her passive, it could be really good. So she, during Beast War, she's also a blue unit, by the way. During Beast War, whenever the ally remaining HP is full, meaning you cannot take any damage, increases your allies' all stats by 8% for 5 turns, max of 5 stacks. Now, what you could probably do is run Festival Green Gother with her, Margaret, and then Matrona, so that way you get heals. Maybe you do enough damage. I'm not quite sure. It looks like you get buff stacks like Assault Melee. That's why they have an Amplify card. So that would probably be like the Power Strike card. And then the heal recovers all allies' HP based on 325% of its attack and rejuvenate for 1 turn. Now, what happens is when you heal, you'll keep the buff rejuvenation, which it's a buff, or a rejuvenation buff, not an actual buff, so the bird can't remove it or anything, unlike the phase 1, floor 1, phase 3, or if it gets a buff removal, except I guess that's going to be gone, so that doesn't really matter anymore. It's just going to be a pretty nice heal. But the thing about her passive is you have to be at max HP, which is just going to be really difficult to try to get. Like, even with Matrona, like, you'd have to be taunting every turn, taking a lot of damage from Matrona, so that way she's at full HP. Because if she's hit once, then she loses her passive. So I don't know how well it's going to go. Obviously, we'll just wait till Nagato or Speedy or Merlin tries it out. Those are the 3 Grand Cross JP YouTubers I watch. So, I mean, I guess I used to watch Sora, but he's kind of quit. I don't really know. Basically, just put it on the offset or the burner, I guess. And then she has a single target Power Strike ultimate, which of course is meant for the bird because you have to have a Power Strike ult or something basically in order to actually be able to hurt the bird on the final stage of floor 1. So pretty good. And now the drum roll, should you summon if you are free to play? I think you should honestly skip, unless you really want Brunhild. I would go in for Brunhild, not this unit. She has to be wailed out in order for her Power Strike card to do any damage. All the other units on the banner is pretty much an easy skip, to be honest. Like, this unit's cool. Merlin is cool and all. She's hot. But, yeah, Merlin is just hot. This unit just looks cool. You know, her kit is pretty interesting, but I'm not going to be summoning on this unit. I don't. If you're a whale, you already know if you're summoning. Like, you already know. But with the new festival coming out in 2 to 4 weeks, I just don't really want to spend gems on a banner that I'm probably going to get shafted, have to go to 600. I just don't feel like I'm in a place financially to spend any more money on this game. So, yeah, not broke, just I feel gross with how much money I have left. It just doesn't feel right. Kind of want to save money. So that's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what you guys think. Are you guys going to be summoning? Are you guys not going to be summoning? And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing day. Best of luck if you do summon. And peace out and take care.